Alright gang, it is Winter Field Day 2022. I am in the planet Hoth, so it's frigid out there. It's something like 18 degrees, that's my car. I'd love to say that I'm in a Tonton, but in fact, I'm in an AT-AT. So, we'll see what we can do when we get to the park. I'll show you the frozen tundra there. Not good to do it now while I'm driving. See ya. All right, so we are at Kilo 4192, Crooked Lake Nature Preserve in Whitley County, Indiana. Let me flip this camera around and show you around where we are. Although I can do it this way too, right? As you can see, we're in Hoth. Anyhow, the plan is I'm going to set up my mast against that 6x6 or 8x8, whatever that is over there. And I'm going to take half the mast and set it up with the infant half wave from KM4ACK. God, I hope I have that one right this time. One of these days I'll memorize that. Anyhow, wire is going to go east to west from, I should say west to east, from there above it to over here. And I'm going to use the other half of the mast to keep it about the same level. Have a little bit different arrangement because instead of being outside, I'm going to be inside because, you know, why wouldn't I? Let me unlock that. So, I'm going to sit over, you know, the passenger seat over there in the back seat. Radio's over here, computer's under there. I'm going to pull the computer out. I'm going to start with FT and see what we get. Got my water down there. Got some snacks too. The rest of my gear's back there. So, let's get to setting it up. Change of plans. I'm going to put it on that 4x4. So let me pan over there. Although this thing is set to a wide angle, that may work anyways. I like to keep the tent stakes to my mast with the mast guy lines. That way I know I always have them. I'm going to put them in the back of my car for now. So I have a loop of parachute cord at the top with a carabiner. I'm just going to clip this to the mast and get this antenna up. But before I do that, what I like to do is I like to release this bungee. Let's see, come here. I actually have to take my gloves off here before long. There we go. Gloves are great for keeping me warm, but not so much for dexterity. Anyhow, I'm going to take this and play it out the direction I have clear. That way when I'm lifting the antenna up, or lifting the mast up with this on it, I don't have to worry about it getting entangled with my feed line. All right. Listen, folks, I know most of you are probably going, 18 degrees ain't jack. I'm not a native of the cold climates, all right? Yes, I've lived here for a long time. No, I still am not used to this mess. All right, so here you see, hopefully that's in camera. Is that in camera? Yeah, that's in camera. All right, so you see where I just clipped it to the top, and now I'm going to slowly get this mast up while I feed it some of this feed line and try to keep the antenna wire from getting entangled in it. That's actually the hardest part about this entire setup, is keeping these two from making a mess for me. That's better. Okay. The rest of the setup, keep in mind that my mast is broken. It has a broken section, and what I've been doing is just sticking the broken section with a hose clamp at the top of the last not broken section, and to keep it from falling down. So that's how I'm able to do this real easy, because it's already broken and it's already in two parts. So what I normally do is I just have that hose clamp on there and I slide this into the last unit, into the last section, and it stays up. So what we're gonna do here is, there we go. We're gonna make a quick square knot. And we're just gonna stick the tip of the carabiner into the end of this mast. And doing this with gloves on is a challenge for me, so there we go. But here's what we're gonna do right there. Pretty simple, right? And then hopefully the camera will capture what it is I'm doing here. I'm just basically taking this cable, stretching it out and getting as much height as I can over it, over my vehicle and in the parking lot, and then getting it over that way, actually that way, to start transmitting. Mast is, the other half of the mast is there. Antenna, I don't know if you can see it, is right there. Feeds that way, all the way to the tip of the other mast, and we are ready to roll. So let's see if we can get some contacts. All right, now that we're in the safe, warm embrace of the inside of my car, I'm gonna hook up the radio. I also brought a 1-to-1 balun, or choke I should say, so that I can keep any common mode outside as much as I can, and then FT8 will go a little bit better. Let's see what we get. All right, so I don't know if you can hear. It's barely there, but there's some FT8. We're on 10 meters, and the FT8 that I'm picking is pretty far away. We're looking at Brazil and the Falkland Islands and Argentina so far. So my hope is to get this park activated on nothing but FT8 on 10 meters. That'd be awesome, just because it'd be fun to do on an oddball day. And let's see what we get. I'll take a screenshot and show you that in a minute, whatever happens. Something about the best laid plans of mice and men. Look at all that, but I'm not getting replies. So time to switch from 10 meters to something else, because this is not working for me. So this is the main trail at Kilo 4192. And it's a typical park for Indiana. A couple of trails, about a 2.5 mile loop on it. So it's fun to run or hike. And of course, right now we're just walking around in it because, we are in Hoth. So catch you guys when we're down at the lake. All right, so we made it down lakeside. Yes, there is a lake under that. That's ice. It's covered by quite a bit of snow. And I don't know if you can see them out there, but there's a couple of folks fishing on the ice. This is a lake in Whitley County, Indiana. The park straddles Whitley and Noel County, I think, if I remember right. And frozen. Been frozen for a few days, a week or two maybe. Anyhow, let's keep on playing down the line. So I'm standing on the edge of the ice because I'm a chicken. And I don't like walking on ice because this cold weather stuff is not for me. But anyhow, you see that fella over there ice fishing. It's the shoreline of the lake, far, far away. This is where we were just a little bit ago. That's Mrs. KM4ACK over there. It's just a simple loop around the lake, or around the north side of the lake. All right, gang, after a short walk, a mile and a half, you know, when Mrs. KM4ACK shows up and says, hey, let's go for a walk, we're going to go for a walk. Anyhow, I'm back in the car, playing POTA. Let's see if we can get a few more contacts before I call it a day here. All right, gang, you can see that the sun is definitely disappearing on me, and I'm making calls on SSB in 20 meters. I'm not recording any of it because I forgot. So I'll put the call signs here now. So far what I got are 11 voice calls and I think like 16 FTA contacts. So the park's activated. Let's see if we get a few more before the cold gets too cold for me to take. That's it, gang. You can see the sun is gone, and I have a little bit of time with the temperatures in the 20s before I have to take this down and it turns into the teens. So I'm going to put it on the screen right now. These are the call signs I got on a park-to-park on SSB. Thanks to all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me. And thanks for helping me get this park activated. I'm working on my kilo on it, so you're part of my goals. Thank you very much, 7-3, and we'll catch you on the next one.